Expecting the best of the best. That's what you're getting here at the ESL Pro League Season 12. And that's what we're here to deliver with this opening pistol of the third map of play here on the second series of day number 2. It's Inferno.
Only day number 2 for you, Trace. This has been a long haul, and it's going to continue to be so. We got Counter-Strike 6 days a week coming at you from all angles, all time zones, and Vitality on that CT side after winning the knife. They're going to take it back and relax as they wait for NIP to come their way. JK, they're peeking into second mid. They're trying to take fights early, and they're getting some damage off, but no kills yet to be found. NIP still 3 Ts here, trying to get on the balcony, trying to get on the railing. Hampus is going to lose his head and all of the utility with it. Nork still has a little bit of a belt, but no flashbangs here for Nip, and they're losing more players, losing more health. This could get dangerous. They might want to give it up.
Yeah, I wonder what Harry Russell would do in this situation.
Yeah, man, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know what I would do in this situation, Trace. You know, we're a man down. If I'm an IP here, I'm calling a rush B, and I would be wrong in that because, my word, there's 3 players here, and that there is a classic me call to make. Zywoo and Masuta lock it in, and even if they got past them, holding back in the site, there was the extra man of Apex.
So what you're saying is that is what the El Clasico is about.
Yeah, man, that is what the El Clasico is about, Trace. You know, it's like, it's just a brawl, as demonstrated by the lengthy 30-second long fight in the apartments and alt mid. No one actually killing anyone for the majority of that time.
Keck W.
No, we got a little force buy from NIP. They didn't get the bomb down, so, you know, usually we just see the eco here, but let's see what they can get away with. Got a Tech 9 in play on red, so let's see if it's as bad in his hands as it is in everyone else's.
You see a flash of brilliance with that gun from time to time, but
yeah, point blank range. It's pretty awesome, man. It's
every other time is.
It just feels like such a gamble, man. Like, that's why you see flashes of brilliance from it, because, you know, it's got like plenty of bullets, and that's one thing. So I guess, you know, if you just throw enough of them downrange, eventually one of them's going to do something.
Well, it's got the precision of a sawed-off shotgun, you know? Like, it's really is pinpoint at no point.
It's weird, man. Like, the first bullet is more like a deagle, right? And then, like, past that, the moment you start spraying, I just think it's terrible. So I really struggle to know what it's meant for.
Well, I think it's, you know, like an all-purpose, multifunctioning... I'm just kidding. It's a piece of trash is what it is. I just want to highlight that, illuminate that. Action back into the game, though. What do we see, Hugo?
The B play for NIP. Vitality, I feel like they know this, but they're taking some time to rotate. They've cleared out mid. They see the players backing up. RPK, he's done the same at the back of the site, but he loses his face. Tech 9 does significant damage. Apex is on 5. The gun is restored. Our faith in it too. And Vitality, they want to run right back through the spawn.
Yeah, that's the kind of impact you can expect a Tech 9 to have, right? Like, doesn't get the kill, but it does make them go, ow, and then they have to save. So... yeah, man, that's probably about as good a usage as you could have got out of it.
It's like a nail gun almost.
That is what it reminds me of, and kind of sounds like.
You can count on me waiting on you in the parking lot. Any early Adam Sandler fans out there? All right. Well, we've transitioned over the A bomb site. That was pretty smooth. And what is the first round here for Nip? They do it with Tech Ninas. Harry didn't believe in the technology, but it's been there the whole time. The Tech 9.
Look, man, look at all the guns that actually get kills in the round, right? Tell me where you see the Tech 9 here.
Well,
I didn't see any Tech 9s. Well, did I miss it?
Actually, Ola Nezarez, who was using it, what's his score? Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, didn't get one in that round, but it's fine. You know, now he's got the AK in hand.
Did what he had to do.
And it's the force buy for Vitality. They want to come in with a response. And after saving, you know, a handful of weapons at the end of that round, it makes a lot of sense that they try and keep the pace on. Also, you're just 1 round away from resetting NIP and making these force buy wars drag on a little bit more.
Well, in 2018, I think, and 19, Banana named the most violent place of the year. And there we go. Nip trying to get their claws into this B bomb site, and they should be able to do it on the back of Plofsky. Getting a 2-piece, as they call it in some other communities. We're going to call it a 2K, a multi-kill an entry.
The old double down. 2 rounds, 2 kills. That's all they need.
Classico double down. Man, you guys are content machines. Harry, I know you spend a lot of time making YouTube videos, so why don't you go ahead and plug something?
Yeah, man, let me load it up right now.
You know what? I'll load it up. It's fine.
All right, sweet. And we'll get that off. We'll get this off the screen, and we'll get a nice YouTube video on. What are we watching today, boys? You got any big tubers out there on the tube?
No. Tubers. So you guys go ride that train around that city of yours?
Yeah.
Not right now, we don't. Yeah, Harry, you know, you got some frag movies on there. You've hit some shots.
Oh, man, I don't want to talk about me. I'm tired of that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So are we, my goodness.
Let's talk about Mahone TV again, because his videos are great, and that's someone that you definitely should check out if you love CS analytical
What's
content.
he paying
I'm
you?
going to give him another.
What's he paying you?
Very well, I have to say. Mahone, shout out, man, but my paycheck is late, and I will stop these if you if you don't forward that to my PO box. Cash in hand, obviously.
Harry did send you pictures. Please respond.
Right, moving swiftly on. 2-1 to NIP. We've got another eco for Vitality. Shox and Zywoo on the old guns, but nothing more. Trace with his head in his hands. We've all been there. Little pop flash for middle. Shox setting up Zywoo for the swing. There it is. Beautiful stuff. Vitality. They've lost a man in the meantime as Mazuta's gone down in the apartments or storm out of apps. Shox does put a stop to it for the time being. There's 3 CTs here. Nip are walking into the stack. Both of the guns too. This could get dicey.
Yeah, the nades are good, though, and that's softened up these players in the site. They still need to get in, though, and getting past Zywoo. Nork is able to do that. Has to retrieve this bomb, and now down to the 1v2. Only USPs against him. When I say that, Apex has actually got his hands on a Deagle. And he hasn't been able to find a FAMAS. Apex, the scavenger, has now armed himself moving into this. I'd love to see him drop the Deag over to RPK, but instead, he's letting him carry on with the USP. Nork up in the graveyard. Down goes the first, but not quite the follow-up. And so Apex wins that clutch out. Saves the AK, has a kit as well. That's a great round there for Vitality. They didn't really have any business picking that up, did they? But they did. Wow.
Nock did what he could right there, but sometimes that's just not how the cookie crumbles, is it? I'll be so mad about that. Still early stages here. Very early stages. We're on round number 5. Weapons on both sides. We're going to see an AWP in Nock's hand on the T side of Inferno. What do you have for me, Nock? Will this be a showdown in the middle? It doesn't look like it, but it might be.
Ooh, here come the nades.
Grief.
On both sides as well. Is Hampus to open up? Did he wallbang Shox out of apps? Where did that come from? Yeah. Well, he was in apps with him, so face-to-face, side-by-side, and good night Shox as NIP, they can speed things up. Short is completely empty. Vitality are hard wrapping on the long side. They're going to push him forward with the Molotov. He's got to fight for his life. Trapped behind the pillar. More fire and flames landing at his feet. There's nowhere to stand. It's not full of heat. He's going to have to back up, and good decision that he stays alive to NIP. If they go back to B, there's only one man there. But they're considering it. Slowing down, waiting to see if Vitality get aggressive, right? Is there a banana flank? Are they ready for an A take? Maybe too ready. Not yet. Nice shot. Zywoo dropping Nork, who has had a strong start to this game, but quickly shut out when it comes to the head-to-head. And now, losing another man, NIP go from a 5-on-4 to a 3-on-4.
Still plenty of time to work with. Hampus holding the bomb tightly, firmly in his grasp, albeit on about half health. He's got this AWP from apartments, and, well, his 2 teammates are going to work to clear out Porch in there underneath. Drops a smoke on a balcony just to throw a little bit of confusion almost. make it a wall of smoke. So even they drop a flash onto the site. Here comes ZywOo. He's set up in the default plant spot. He's got the AWP. Mizuta is going to chime in with the M4. That might just be all it takes right there. 8 seconds left on the clock. Nowhere to run. Hampus by his lonesome. They're going to hawk him down, though. You can imagine that. It's ZywOo. Cleans up the round. Ends it out. Vitality win it. Pack it up. It's over.
Yeah, that was actually really well played from ZywOo as well, right? Just turning that wall of smokes that comes in against NIP. He hides in them and just causes chaos, because while they're so busy looking for ZywOo in the smokes, Masuta gets free range back in the bomb site.
Free range.
You always buy free range, Trace.
Chickens.
Yeah, that's what I'm referencing.
I know how much you loved, chicken and stuff, so...
Well, the animals, yeah, like, pretty cool. Plopsky, P250 in a dream, and he gets one. But that is it. And now silence falls across the map as NIP try and creep and crawl their way into the front lines. ZywOo, a man who thrives in the front lines, going to absolutely annihilate Hampus and leaves this now onto 3 for NIP. Flashing RPK back into the top of Banana, regains his control and strips away all that hard work that Plopsky did to get this bit of map control for NIP. They drop a smoke, they get the hell out of there. And Nip, they're kind of running out of ideas in this round. Whatever they had planned is out the window, and now it's like a last-ditch attempt to try and salvage something. They weren't really expecting to win coming into this, but they'd like to get away with a bit more damage at least. And dropping that moto smoke there maybe gives them a fighting chance. It's actually the long smoke rather. So ZywOo going to keep an eye on that, but now goes back to hold short side. And with support from Shox, this should be a messy round for NIP as it, ooh, well, I was going to say should get wrapped up here and now, but Rez has made it exciting. He's got it down to a 1v2. And there's an AWP that can be retrieved as well, which for an armorless player such as himself is a pretty tantalizing prospect indeed. He elects to go for the M4. Masuta and RPK on for the retake. Rez, armorless on the other side, and a big old gap in this smoke. He's hoping he gets given this fight. But timing's everything now. He's worried about short and looks away at just the wrong time, and there Masuta arrives at the perfect time on the other side. Vitality, they get this 4th round, but for NIP, that's kind of what they were hoping for. They make it costly, they get it close, they get the bomb plant, and now they come in with a very strong buy here into round number 7.
Yeah, they actually made the most of a very bad situation there. Really nice trade work from Rez on the DK. He initially had a Glock as well, so swapped out, upgrades, and gets it done. Nothing more you can really ask of him there. And I like the delayed retake for Vitality. They group up, they wait, and the longer they wait, the more Rez starts to discount the long position. Because why wouldn't they have already peaked it by now? Orbs back out for ZywOo. He's looking nice right now. I was actually kind of surprised Vitality picked the CT side of this map. As common as it is, this game has been T-sided across both maps so far. Now, obviously, the maps have tended to that with Mirage and Dust being apparent, but Inferno, Vitality with a stellar defense. Flash out through the mid-smoke. Shox is here. He's not going to spot them until they're already in his face. ZywOo with another shot. Takes down his second. Shox falling. Mizuta lining up 2. And it's beautiful work for Vitality on this A site. They've already pulled in RPK as well. It's not getting easier for Nork, and he doesn't even have his AWP.
Mizuta jump spots him. And well, they start to feed him kills, but ultimately it's not enough. Knock does fall, and Vitality put a 5th up. ZywOo and Mizuta both sitting on 9 frags. RPK and Apex, not so much.
It's good.
Yeah, man.
Bit broken here for NIP. They did win an eco in the past, so it's always that to fall back on. But Vitality, they've been very quick with these A rotates, right? RPK has been running back and forth between the bomb sites. Not always him, but sometimes him. And they're at the right time in that round at least. Back 10 on Rez. Are they going to run up Banana, go for a fast one? There's 2 at B early. The AWP's going to spot that cross. ZywOo at least gets the info. Okay, someone's crossing towards his B bomb site, so he's going to flash Shocks into position here with the MP9. Perfect flash. Fully blind. There's not a second. Rez does defend his honor with the MAC-10. Popsky holding on to the top of B. It's traded, but now ZywOo needs to rotate fast because NIP could take over this B bomb site. There's only one man there. RPK with all his utility, though, will chuck it in and hold NIP back from committing, but he also peeks into the fight, and it's a fight he loses, leaving ZywOo alone.
Nope, they give him the jump, the nade.
Oh, no.
He's stuck around maybe a little too long. ZywOo, though, standing tall, doubling up. And now dropping a Molotov as the final middle finger to Twists, who then misses the smoke. There's Masuta with the wrap round. And they get it locked in. Vitality, they are looking very, very crispy here. And that's the thing, right? Like, RPK and Apex, yeah, they might not have the best scoreline. This B site has been a bit of a rough one for them. You know, that round there, we see them getting digged down. On top of that, you know, like, NIP just haven't tended towards B all too much. Usually whenever they have, they've gotten away with it, but then end up losing out to players on the rotate. And that's where we look towards our A site heroes, ZywOo, Masuta, and Shocks. All delivering in that regard. Shocks was looking like he wanted to try and chance mid again, but decides against it. Nork with the AWP.
Okay.
Gets stuck in, runs through the Molotov, through the fire, through the flames, and lives to tell the tale.
Yeah, if he hit that, that would have been a bit of a scene, but Shocks is still pushed down. He did go for it after all as NIP took control towards B. It's been spotted. It's been ascertained. Nork, oh dear. Timing is everything as he comes back around. It feels like they're aware of it. But, oh dear, that flash. Shocks goes back in after. Now comes the check. It's not going to happen. Hampus wasn't ready. And the bomb drop. Twist holding on to ult. Masuta pushes at the perfect timing, right as he was trying to hold on to that rotate back up for Shocks. And they just give away the bomb. I actually respect that for Vitality. They are grouping towards B with 3, as Popsky has already taken pool here. And NIP are going to spend so much time getting this bomb back. They think it's under the control of Vitality. When they get it, they might just run B, because that's all they've got in this round. And they're walking into the lion's den.
Oh, man. It's a trap.
Oh, Plopsky almost with the spray down. He's only good for 1. But that's still important in the grand scheme of things that is this round. ZywOo here, though, trying to put a stop to the madness. And he's bringing some madness of his own. Leaves it all onto Nork with this AWP, going on a very lengthy rotation all the way back around towards A. Masuta has got his running shoes on. He is going as fast as his feet can carry him. And he is going to get to Library at the same time that Nork arrives into this site. He taps the bomb, trying to bait a peek that will never arrive. Masuta only needs to land 1 shot to rid the world of Nork and put a 7th on the board for Vitality. But Nork is not giving up this fight. Instead, he's looking elsewhere, looking for ZywOo. Flashes himself into the top of mid, but Nork hits it blind, and now it's left onto Masuta. Wrapping around through long.
Molotov. Nock has one in his pocket. There's a real chance here. He could take the shot and fall off, but there's the peak. Doesn't even need to pull out the molly. Boy, Vitality are going to be sweating that one around. That was like really in their hands. They give up the bomb. They get it down early on in the round. They back away. They reposition. Good stuff on Nock, though, to get that done, Hugo.
I wonder how much info Vitality had on Plopsky's position in the pool, right? They went to check for it, but they didn't fully clear the corner because they'd be open to Banana, and Plopsky's able to get a free kill, catching a player off guard from the side, even does damage to ZywOo. Yeah, Nork, big round. That's what we need from a player like him. 10 kills in the server, top of his team. Looking very good right now. And he needs to keep it up if he wants to keep NIP in this matchup. ESL Clasico, it's got legs on it. Long legs. Running for the hills. Hampers back to Abs. It's a double setup. Mazuta's here on the close corner. Might be peeked by 2 members of NIP, but Twist doesn't really have the gun to contend at a range. ZywOo, not the same story. Mazuta's going to get them both. Who needs the AWP? He'll find everyone. And now, desperate B play for NIP. They know there's only 2 here at least, but RPK makes matters worse. He's got a quick kill. Apex through the smoke, dead. And now it is just on Rez and Nork in the 2v4.
RPK makes the important call to just play for his life and stay alive so he can offer something up in the 4v1 with ZywOo dropping Rez through that CT smoke. Nork, he was able to win out an unlikely clutch in the last, but this one is too much even for him. And so Team Vitality, it's a round later, but they do finally arrive at 7. And with only 1 kill gained for NIP in that round, it at least allowed a bomb plant, which gives them that extra little cash injection to allow an investment to come through here and now. Masuta does so much there as well. Like, I'll be honest, I'm never a fan of the double apartment setup. I feel like so often all that ends up happening is that both the apps players just die because the AWP is given very little room to get back in.
Man's
Vance is feeling himself. That's all we got to say about that.
Wild. Sorry, Harry.
No, man, it's all good. I was kind of blown away as well, I'll be honest. I forgot what I was even talking about. App setups or something?
No, we were talking and praising Masuta, who's shown up in a big way in this series.
That is true. He's had a lot of lockdowns, a lot of mow-downs on all parts of the map. Fast B for NIP, I like to call nice and early. RPK, he doesn't see a thing. He actually spots him go CT. Oh, Zoe tracking. He's usually so good at that, but he's going to miss his shot. Deep smoke coming down. NIP wrapping the ruins. Apex watching. He's fully blind, though. Great bit of utility, never to be seen as it pops inside of the smoke. RPK gets smoked from the back of the site, and ZywOo, who has put up a couple of kills here, has actually got the bomb under his control. Plopsky now left alone in the clutch. This has gone every direction, and now Plopsky's got to pick it back up. 1v1, Shock's gone onto ZywOo. Flash is good. It forces the shot. Plopsky almost walks into the angle, blinded, and now he's going to go back for the bomb. He could run. He could scamper away if he's fast enough, and he's even picked up a smoke to make it happen. Oh, the old fake. No, he's going for it. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Still, all this is like a bit of a taunt to a man like ZywOo. He now clears the other side of this smoke. Bomb going down. It's a very wide plant for Plopsky. Endless opportunities as to where he could look to cover this one from, and he's going to duck himself into the graveyard. Now, ZywOo, there is so many angles to check here that picking the right one is like finding a needle in a haystack, or more like finding a hay in a needle stack here for ZywOo, is if he picks the wrong one, it's certain death. This should be Plopsky's round through and through. ZywOo sticking the bomb. Plopsky comes up and deals with him. NIP, they'll steal that 4th round away with 3 from Plopsky, including winning out that 1v1 at the very end. And with that victory under their belt, they finally break the Frenchman's economy. And if you're Vitality here, it feels like you need to fix up this B bomb site, because A has held its ground time and time again. And a lot of the time, B has fallen to the A rotations to take it back into Vitality's hands. And that's not something you can keep relying on here. It's becoming very clear that NIP feel the same way with a lot of these B hits coming through.
French 5 harbour nothing in this round but resentment to their opponents. We're about to make it a lot more painful on this B site. The fast play again for NIP. It's gotten pretty luscious as they wrap the CT spawn once more. Coming in from ruins. No rush for Plopsky. He can delay if he wants. That Molly's pushed out Apex. He doesn't even react. He doesn't see him. He's so focused on the smoke, and there was a player there, but that player gets taken down. Plopsky falls, but it's the only casualty for NIP, and it might remain that way. I like how more teams are using this like Furia-esque smoke where they throw it deep here towards CT and cut off those rotations, not even letting them get back into the ruins. So much map control removed from Vitality in a round that they don't have anything to fight back with. Oh, Rez, he's making noise. Hello. Oh no! Shocks, he tries to predict the push forward and he's going to get spammed back down. Masuta with 1, but that should be it.
7-5. Continue to crank rounds out.
That's the thing, right? Like we said, all the other maps were pretty one-sided because, you know, like that's just how the stats line up. Mirage being a good map for NIP, Dust 2 being a great map for Vitality. But Inferno does lie in that awkward middle ground where either team could take it. And that's the promised land of this this El Clasico between Vitality and NIP.
El Clasico, he calls it. Let's just make every match an El Clasico. What do you think?
I like that, man.
Let's do that.
That's kind of the vibe I've been going for. Because if they're all Clasicos, then Every night is something special. Here's the B play. RPK up here.
What a classic.
They bypass him. They get round him with that smoke again. Apex is having a really rough time at this B site. He is just a bullet sponge at this point. Rez even follows up onto RPK, so once again, B proves to be the problem for Vitality. ZywOo doesn't have an AWP this time around. He tries to do something with the spray, but isn't able to find anything. And RPK, or Rez rather, similar letters kind of, gets the better of him. And he's looking to hold down the ruins. It's awkward as they both run out of ammo, but Rez glocks down Shoxy. And NIP now 6-7. There's a chance they can swing this back in their favor before the first half draws to a close.
Those early A hits that were constantly shut down by ZywOo's AWP and Mizuta finding multiple kills on short side, well, the NIP have had enough of it. These B hits have been excellent, and now we have the mind games in the last 2 rounds of the half. The NIP keep hitting hard B. At bare minimum, Vitality should be putting 3 over there if they have the utility to throw down Banana and try and shut it down. And then if there's no rush, they can rotate back round. I mean, this isn't one of those rounds, right? Because they don't have the grenades, but
Boom.
They are going to come your way regardless. Magnets. Oh dear, RPK bullied, Apex burnt, and NIP almost guaranteeing the top of B.
Oh, you're done for.
Yeah, into the prying eyes. But next round, it's a big question if NIP are just going to rinse and repeat and hit this B bomb site quick, or if Vitality need to just keep running standard setups, which unfortunately could leave them, again, retaking with 2 men down, as it often has.
Look at shots. Last guy alive. And that's not going to deter anyone. Plosky and company going to shut him down. A couple corpse shots there to end the round out. But what is the last round of half? Of the half, rather. Not a last round of a half. That would be like a 10th, maybe.
Yeah,
Not entirely sure how that all breaks down in the big picture of things, of course.
So is maths like something you had to opt into at your school, or?
No, it was education is something you opted into at my
Oh, okay.
Well, there we go. RPK runs out and dies on Banana. Plopsky, a little bit blind at that.
Yeah, something that is different in this round, though, the utility rains down Banana, and that has found a lot of damage here for Vitality. And so even though you lose RPK, there's still a chance to do something magnificent. Apex going to snipe one through the smoke, and this time ZywOo is here from the get-go. He gets ahead of the half wall, dropping the bomb, and Vitality, they're just playing for this bomb control. They might come to regret that, though, especially because there's like a bit of a misalignment here. Twist is, what am I saying, man? It's Shocks at Banana. And Masuta is back in this this B bomb site, lying in wait. Now, I think he's hoping on the back of NIP getting all these B kills, they go, oh, well, surely there's no one else at B. But the only problem with that idea is that at this point, it kind of just looks like a stack. And that's the thing. NIP, they're waiting. They're waiting for this peak to come through. And they still have a lot of utility.
Yeah, this is kind of hilarious, right? Like the triple early B, and then after about 10 seconds, they're like, yeah, screw it, just put everyone there. 5B, they're not going to come A. Oh, Mizuta, he knows, he's got the info, he's got Plopsky, but it's only 1 man as the bomb was not committed. Twist runs right back to A. I like that call for NIP. Twist has to clutch now, considering that's how they've played the round. They could have gone for a trade on either bomb site, but now Twist in the 1v1. He's got low health, or at least under 50. A smoke available if he wants to use it. Pops down quick, but Mizuta's going through it. He has no qualms with it. Twist has already crossed, though, and Mizuta falling short by a second. It's 8 at the end of the half for NIP. The B play works wonders after all, even if they plant on A, and a pretty even half. It's not 12-3 anymore. Join us after the break for the culmination of this series.
Yeah. Black sheep, black sheep, black sheep. I don't even write no more, man.
Tell him, yo,
God.
can't you come over?
On my contract commando. Pulling up a clip extendo. That's no game Nintendo. I don't ever run out of ammo. I'm gon' need me a benzo. No fake friends, no pretend. No. Think I might have found my 10. Posted up in my tent. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Lose it. Get substituted. You're not recruited. Cause you're too damn scared to use it. The truth is, you're useless. What? I'm ruthless. Yeah. I've proved this. Keep capping, I'ma leave you toothless. What? You're so dumb to choose this. Yeah. Ain't gone outside, I make it work. I'm in my bag. That's every purse on my back. Is that your girl? She got it. She make it twerk. And why you mad? I got her first. You say you rap, you got a verse. I say that's whack, you probably hurt. Back to the lab, you gotta search. On my contract commando. Pulling up a clips extendo. That's no game Nintendo. I don't ever run out of ammo. I'm gon' need me a benzo. No fake friends, no pretend. No. Think I might have found my 10. Posted up in my tent. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid. If you're the best, then prove it. Got no words, be quiet, stay moving. I got a bag, won't lose it.
Why are these boys so stupid? Counting me out now, I'm counting my money. I'm probably gon' cop me a new wrist. Y'all gon' think I'm a nuisance. New sound, new me, who this? Yep, I made some improvements. Me and the gang been bowling. Your shawty gon' think we're the coolest. LSA say we got clips. We bout to make it a movie. I make a hit I can't miss. Damn, the charts might sue me. The way I be stacking my chips, probably the bank gon' sue me. Watch your man go dumb, go stupid, cause your mans can't fool me.
On my contract commando. Pulling up a clips extendo. That's no game Nintendo. I don't ever run out of ammo. I'm gon' need me a benzo.
Have you ever wondered what it would sound like if Velociraptors commentated the game? I often think about it, but maybe, just maybe, you'll be in for that treat. We're in for a treat right now in a very close back-and-forth affair here on the third and final map of this series, Inferno, between NIP and Vitality. Welcome back to the ESL Pro League Season 12. And now, Harry will do what he's prepared for his entire life.
Hang on a minute.
And imitate a Velociraptor.
I can't do it, man. It's your noise. You can't just throw that to me.
No, it was your idea.
There we go, man. That was pretty sick of me, wasn't it? Shock's over here towards the B site. Running in first. And Popsky with the CZ. There's one behind him, and he doesn't even consider that as an option. It's still Nork here trying to hold the line. Has help from Hampus, but dancing around, it's Apex and RPK. The players who were getting dominated inside of B, well, they're now the ones doing the dominating. Twist. With his USP, looking for anything, looking for something. And that would be the same as anything. Oh, sees one, but where there's one, there's two. And that's only one for Twist. Rez does get the trade though and retrieves the kit. Just RPK left to beat, who elects to try and take the fight.
All right.
And it's Rez v RPK, the battle of the three-letter name, and Rez is the one that comes in clutch.
A wise man once said these names are basically the same, right? They start with an R. That's all the similarity. But great stuff, Rez picking it up. RPK, he was trapped as well. He definitely could have hidden in that 1v1 with the Glock, but I like the rundown on B for Vitality. NIP already set a bit of a precedent in that first half. The A takes were not working on their T side, so 5 B rounds in a row to close things out. I guess some of them ended A, but they started B, and now NIP, they deal with the beasts at the B bomb site. It's 9-7. Force up off the back of the plant. Vitality wait for no one.
Big boom.
Little boom. Damage will not be worried about for Vitality, not yet.
Nip have a little bit of a veil of a smoke to work behind here on Banana. There's a big boom for you.
Damn right.
Also, speaking of big booms, after this, FaZe versus Mouse Sports.
Now that's an El Clasico if I've ever heard of one, man.
El Clasico right there.
Aragon against his old team. Pyjamas against his old team.
Wow, man.
Oh. You're like
Eco against his very old team.
Yeah,
very old team.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like 5 years ago old team.
Yep.
Okay.
What goes around is around. And now Apex down here with the scout in the bottom of mid. They've already opened up with one, and Vitality, they're going to try and sneak their way over towards A. But the smokes would lead you to believe that it's B, but it's not for an IP. And here comes the wrap into A. And IP, they're a long way away.
We buy that one in your short.
Yeah, I was just wondering, is that like on your Spotify or where do we check that out at?
SoundCloud, actually, man. I'm repping it. Bringing it back, 2020.
Yes. Harry Russell, a.k.a. Mr. Muscle.
Yeah,
a.k.a. Dr. Love Muscle.
Don't love Muscle. Yeah, man. That's
the name Trace knows him by. No,
I don't think I quite know him by that. I was just looking at the SoundCloud stats here. Hold on, I'll pull them back up for you.
It's day 2, and that has gotten me every time. You've used it like, what, 3 times?
It's so easy. Hold on, man. Let me backspace here. Okay.
Forward.
Harry.
I feel like I'm in a bank. That's how they sound when they type it in on those.
Mashing it on calculators. Yeah, okay. I get caught every little bit of that. Nonetheless.
Oh.
Well.
Apex, 2 photos in his entire house.
I like that, man. That's minimalism. That's decorating.
Dude,
What's missing? Oh, well, didn't even get to see, but I'm sure it was nice. What's your favorite player's office/bedroom? Those are the questions we all want to know. No, wait. Those are the answers we all want to have to our question.
You know?
Yeah, man. I think I pulled that one off. Don't think anyone realized. Apex over here holding with his scout. And you can't spell scout without out. And that's what he's looking to do in this round.
He's looking to out.
He's looking to get out, man. I don't know.
A couple of wordsmiths over here.
Yeah,
My God.
Man, I am. I'm an amateur wordsmith, of course.
Your brains combined.
Ooh, well, his RPK opening up the round. And this B site now looks very tempting for Vitality. They bring the bomb up through Banana. Plopsky here early on this rotation. Hampus takes that nade on the chin and is somehow like still very, very healthy. By the way, it's not even B. They decided against that long ago, but there are still 2 players here for NIP. So Vitality, they are in a great spot. They're about to push into this site over towards A that only has 2 players at it right now. Twist down in the pit makes his presence known. That's a nice little smoke there from Nork that buys precious time. Are they going to try and wrap B? They're going to try and wrap B. It's a late round decision, and Hampus has just missed the timing. Now churned up briefly by Plopsky. Hampus does have a chance here to drop the bomb, but he needs them both. And the bomb just gets by on the back of Apex.
Lovely stuff. The plant is allowed, and yeah, NIP is certainly looking into this. They're certainly retaking, but Hampus, he gets very unfortunate with that cross into library right as Vitality take the archway. Quick shot for Apex. He's having a slow game, and it will continue. Hampus gets rid of him. Retake now on for the Ninjas. Sharks on top of the box at the back of the site. He's going to get checked. Double peek. He swings back between 2, but Hampus gets a 3rd, and RPK now has to do the same and more. He can't stand the test of time. NIP with a defuse. And the retake works wonders. They fell for that fake. Fantastic work for Vitality to even get that far into B. But they won't be able to close it out in the post plant. Very hectic stuff. And Hampus hot on their heels. He's able to lock it down with a triple kill.
Tactical timeout here for the Ninjas and Pyjamas. And what could be said over there? I do wonder what Threat is saying to his team. Around where everyone is going to have weapons, it seems. Mac 10 on Apex. And a FAMAS for Plopsky.
Big old buy. Lots of util to lob down the banana. NIP with 3 there on the first gun round. Oh, Vitality, they want a piece of the A action. They're going to go quick as well. They avoid this triple setup. The smoke cuts Rez off. He's going to spam through it. Won't be able to get a kill in the initial spray. And so that gives Vitality open season on this A site. Running down the man, stuck in the corner. It's Nork. Mizuta follows the twist. And that's a beautiful call from Vitality, reading the fact that NIP would likely be triple B at the start of this half. And yeah, they just run right through the A site, already cutting off that one. I'd say late rotate, but Rez, he rotated as soon as he could after throwing those B grenades, and it's still not soon enough. Lovely calling from Apex. He may be struggling individually, but the ideas have been there. The brain power showing through. 9 rounds for Vitality with 5 alive currently, even though NIP saved 2. Far prettier of a situation for the Frenchman.
I think we just saw Apex kill a chicken there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Naf was the only player to not kill a chicken in all of ESL 1 Cologne.
Respect.
So that's why we stand Naf.
We don't stand with NAF. We just kind of stand NAF.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, there's a breakdown here, as you can see. It's 10-9 in Vitality. Want to get back into it. Nox going to have a scout, so there's an opportunity here. Twist on the Deagle. Head in hands or hand holding his head. However you put it, it doesn't quite matter at this junction. Heavy presence here from Vitality. We talk about leans, and this one's going to be towards this A bomb site. Grenades out, and guess who's on the balcony? It's Twist. Good for 1 Deagle kill on RPK. Mizuta and Apex look to clean things up. Nox, just a little bit of a missed shot and opportunity there towards the Arch side. Now Plopsky and Rez probably going to go ahead and say, you know what? You guys want the A site? You're going to have the A site. We're going to hang out over here. You don't bother us. We won't bother you. Vitality even up the scoreline 10-10. This is going to be a save for Nip. Which brings me to my next point. An opportunity to promote Harry's new show, Between Two Oranges.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. You know, it's been in post-production for a while now, trying to get all
Like
the
6 years, 7
VFX
years,
put in there. Yeah, man, I started it when I was just a boy.
Between Two Oranges.
Between Two Oranges. It's pretty good, man. Hugo's my first guest. And then also my second and third guest on the show.
I was wondering when you were going to get to the good stuff, but I guess. Yeah,
well, we just figured, like, you know, we had so much fun doing the first one. We were both 15 that, you know, why not just keep throwing it back to that?
It's a pilot, you know, the budget is low.
Yeah.
I'm the only one he can afford.
Hindsight, really.
And even then, I've put him in bankruptcy. But
Oh, collections now, are you?
things you do for media.
Social media, even.
Well,
Speaking of social media, you can use hashtag ESL Pro League.
Damn right.
yeah, that's true. And you can't spell media without me. So let's talk about, no, I'm kidding. Let's talk about Vitality as they are making this comeback happen. And it's pretty beautiful to see. Now, they've been winning these rounds just with a few kills, heads up, getting into the bomb sites, playing the rest of the round out. Then NIP are just having a save. They're not actually having a chance to get back into this. So this is pretty brutal. NIP are really getting a taste of their own medicine. And what they were doing over at the B bomb site, Vitality are now doing over at A. But in this round, they've walked in to B early, and that's put them in the firing line of this one saved AK that was brought forward from the round prior. And now it's a bit of a disaster here for Vitality. Their numbers spread pretty thin. Weapons retrieved, for example. Hampus donning an AK now.
They're going to re-aggress top banana too. Knock grabs himself one.
Nice. Still a Zeus in play, Trace. They're not coming apps, though.
It's not happening either.
No. Oh, dear, the jump in library, that's going to get hurt. Hampus caught off now. The quick play out long. They spot a man in the apartments. There's another in the pit. That nade just doing some damage to Twist. Won't finish him off. Nor gets one from the back. The attention drawn, and Rez peeks out as well. This is lovely stuff. Nice try, but no Zeus today, or at least not in this round. Zywoo, what do you got for us, bud?
Well, 1v3, it's certainly a tall order, but the flashbang is perfect, and Rez there to steer clear of danger and put an 11th on the board for NIP. So yeah, you know, just as we're giving Vitality credit for being able to kind of direct the flow very, very well in this game, get away with the first couple of kills, and then just steal the round away, they try and pressure B. And that was our final memory of Vitality in that round.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, right? They get a good timing up long, but as soon as you get one kill, you give it up, and everyone's already aware. NIP plays safe in the pit. Rez is so good in that position. And NIP, like you said, they've saved, in the 3 rounds Vitality have won in this half, NIP have saved 2 or 3 guns every time. So guns finally come back to haunt Vitality on a low economy round. So there is reason to the save. But credit to Vitality for at least putting NIP in those positions. You don't want to be saving, but it's like best case scenario at times. And right now, 4 on A. This is a confident display. Solo AWP, keep in mind, it's Hampus alone up on the B bomb side over Nork here. Makes some sense. Got his heavy A-side presence, and that's exactly where Vitality are going, popping through the apps. Gun needs to be pulled out in time for Twist. He moves in, bad timing, only gets the dig. Rez follows up, the spray is good for the site. Zywoo falls as well. Rez with a triple, and the round's already done. That's all you need. Clean as can be. NIP up to 12.
Yeah, they made that look very convincing. It all happened pretty quick succession over there on that A site. But now's where they need to make that stand, or at least in the following round. It's an interesting monetary situation here for Vitality. Rez doing everything he needs to do right there. Gets 3 for himself, I believe. Yeah, I'm just digging that minimalism, man. What's so funny, man? You just attacking my architectural sort of design decorum?
No, man, you're allowed to have whatever kind of architectural design decorum you want, bro. Like, I'm not gonna question it.
That's what I thought. Anyways.
I only meant to follow that up with a bit more of a sentence there, Trace, but...
No, well, I mean, I could also just say you can follow that grenade right over to Mizzou's pouch. Or Hampus.
Zywoo now getting his hands on a free AWP. Now, if there was ever an error made, it is putting an AWP in the hands of Zywoo when he didn't have one to begin with. Shox as well is waiting patiently, and as NIP get desperate to kind of make losing a man early worth it, you know, try and get something to show for it, like information on an apps push, that just leads to the hole getting dug deeper for NIP. And then they go, well, I think we know how to solve this, guys. We're going to rotate into A, because that's where Vitality are looking to end up. And lo and behold, Vitality looking to end up B here. Not exactly the round that NIP were hoping for. Shox
on his head.
Standing on the head of Rez, or Nork rather, but dispatched of by Rez over at long. And now NIP realize the error of their ways. Plopsky's going to go huge, and instead, not able to find anything. And this is a save call once again.
Lovely little fake there for Shox as well, right? He calls, all right, guys, I'm going to draw rotations. I'm going to do what I can. Even though he dies and gets absolutely nothing, just his presence alone in the apartments, the smoke he drops, causes NIP to rotate 2 on A. Maybe with a double B hole, they could have put up enough gunfights to save NIP in this round, but yeah, 1 man and 1 man only. Plopsky doesn't get a single kill through the smoke. And that's Vitality, keeping things competitive, keeping them back and forth. That's what we like to see. 2 rounds in a row for the Swedes, instantly responded by Vitality.
Oh.
That free AWP for Zywoo, man, that's a different breed. That's lovely. Gets the D onto Hampus, up top B. Will he go back for the investment, though? That's the question. He has the money for it.
Scared money don't make money. Wait. Yeah, there you go. Scared money don't make money. Yep, that is the ESL Pro League. That is what you are watching. Season 12, having just kicked off yesterday, even.
Damn. Times are flying.
Yeah.
Double AWP, I like it. Get it in. We've been waiting for it. It was Hampus over Nork. Now everyone gets a piece of the pie.
You get op. You get op. Everyone gets an op.
They noticed the issue of last round was shocks in the A apartments, rather, causing chaos. So they've double set up there with the AWP as well. Hampers, oh, you're kidding me.
What?
You're joking.
Back.
ZywOo like lined it up and everything.
It was kind of
his head.
creepy, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't even like watching that.
Very,
Are we actually doing an Overwatch case right now? Like, what is this?
The suspect.
Yeah, there he is, ZywOo, the suspect indeed. Here he goes over towards top mid, and now he's scaring me with this AWP. Now I'm worried about the ZywOo that's been unchained into the server. Onto one already. Nork holding down the top of mid, gets that kill, and that's his decision now to flee back into this site.
Oh, no.
Vitality still waiting outside of the B-bomb site. Plopsky here alone, and Nork, he's going to kind of float around this CT speedway area. Plopsky ahead of the CT smoke at least. Does manage to get by into oranges before the peek from RPK comes in, and now Plopsky got to hold the line alone. There's the double up for Plopsky. ZywOo running the gauntlet with the Deeg. Does drop him from the round. It's a 2-on-2, and ZywOo is trying to snatch away that advantage, and he has. Leaving it all onto Twist. A lone rotation in from A. Does have a nade and a Molotov, and if put to the right use, this could be used to burn out someone like Masuta and leave ZywOo in the clutch. But Twist trying to bide his time, trying to keep the element of surprise, trying to keep them guessing. But with ZywOo already clearing Banana, they know where Twist is coming from. Trying to get the nade in, but now they hear the nade. Down goes ZywOo. And it is left onto Masuta, tucked in at the back of the site. He swings wide, and he snatches the round away from NIP.
Would love to see him use that molly after he drops the nade, right? You know Masuta is likely in one of those two spots at new box or backside, and if he's ruined, well, you probably lost the round anyway. The lineup for ZywOo even took his time and hit it perfectly. Catches Nork on a rotation, deletes both the AWPs there for NIP in that round.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, when we hear Vitality talk about being on their A game, this is what we mean. This is what we see. ZywOo, beautiful work, and Mazuta's had a great game as well.
To have Le Tank and Le Suspect. Somebody call me Hal.
Woo! Well, they're walking into a stack at B, but it's only USPs, and the Zeus, once again, as far as possible from the action as you could put it.
Oh dear.
Twist going to get one through the smoke, but this is where the AKs should reign supreme, and indeed they kind of are. They are. It's all good. Everything's fine. Collective sigh of relief. Nork with the Zeus and a USP. If you put it together, it'd be a ZooSP, but... Wow, nothing really happens from it. I want to see a Zeus work. We've seen so many purchased throughout the last 2 days, and every single time it's like the Zeus ends up on the one side of the map, the enemies aren't.
It's no rush.
Can they just put it in the right place for once?
Yeah.
It's that easy. Man. Or just buy two. Have one at either site, then you can't be wrong.
They did that last time, and ZywOo killed them both.
Yeah, but that's what's going to happen. Why are you even trying to Zeus ZywOo in the first place? He's not going to let you Zeus him. You're not even safe on the other side of the half wall.
No, you're not. Vitality had the gears primed to get inside of this B-bomb site. They really wanted to get in there with the quickness, but they have been slowed down tremendously by utility. Plopsky ready for a flash. Of course, he's not going to be set up alone. Hampus is going to be right here with him. Dropping Molotov right in the path. Plopsky gets the turn, and ultimately the gunfights are going every which way right now. Masuta just pies off the corner that is second oranges. Combination with ZywOo. This bomb will get planted, and yet another save call for the Ninjas.
This is savage stuff, and NIP are burned by that first rifle round in number 19 when they triple stack B and Vitality rush long, smoke off res on the rotate and wrap A into only 2 defenders. Since then, NIP have been scared of putting 3 on B, and for good reason, because Vitality, while they've been going there almost every time, it's different paces. It's sometimes rushes, it's sometimes delayed, but they're usually ending B, and NIP are either forced to save or rotate into an unfavorable situation. Nork won't make that decision this time. He wants to hold on to the AWP. But NIP, they've just not had a chance to play this CT side, and that's excellently called by Vitality. Had the answer to everything.
Tactical timeout for the Ninjas of Pyjamas. Just one remaining. It's a little bit of a travesty having watched this game come as close as it has, and then, well, right at the finish line. A little bit of a tumble, a little bit of a fumble, and then a fall. They're going to have this one shot, maybe two, depending on the money situation in the following round. If they can pick up this round, give them something to stand on, but still, plenty of money for Vitality. They can basically buy the rest of the game.
Yeah, this is it. This is NIP's last chance saloon. They win this round, or the map and the series probably falls in favor of Vitality. They're not going to have enough to do anything. So this is it. Vitality, they've been grinding. And this all started when Zywoo got that D-gut banana and picked up a free AWP. He's had that ever since.
Right into the smoke. It's almost just like a deflating sound, isn't it? Not only does it sound like air coming out of a balloon, but also your Molotov has been extinguished before it ever even took off.
Look at the gamble.
Yeah, a very heavy A stack here from NIP. And, you know, they needed to take a bit of a risk. The problem with taking risks is they don't always pay off. And this is a great example of that.
Yeah, especially when B has been Vitality's objective, like 4 rifle rounds in a row, winning all of them. That's a shocker. That's a surprise to see you gamble 4 on mid. And there you go, there's a round done. The benefit to this, right, is you've put the Deagle on its own. So you're basically just saying, come A or we save. And now they have to save. But they're still losing players on the exit. Shox's Lurk finds one more. So again, you know, you're saving 3, it's fine, it's good, but...
For what, though?
Yeah, right into 15.
Series point, right?
Yeah, I see the logic there for NIP, but yeah, why would Vitality go anywhere but the B bomb site at this point?
Maybe it was one of those situations as well where you say to yourself, well, they can't go B again, right? They have to come A eventually. And then, you know, of course, you tempt fate with a kind of statement like that.
Just trust me, guys. It's going to be A. I promise. All right, man. We'll all go there. But if you're wrong...
Bomb has been planted. Oh, well, saving, guys. It's all good. We get to keep 4. Oh, wait, no, 3 alive.
How about that OT now?
Well, it's very much still a reality, but Nip would have to conjure up something sweet here for 3 rounds.
The upside to saving 3, right, is with the loss bonus maxed out and these players not needing to reinvest in armor is that they can all drop guns over. So you still get to have a full buy, but you are up against 15.
Do you hit or stay on 17? That's the real question.
17, you think that's where we're going to end up?
Or 16. Let's go 16. We're talking about, obviously, blackjack.
Well, here we go. Do or die. Vitality. This has been a beautiful T side, and they're going to run right up B once again. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought it? Not me. Not NIP.
Oh, dear. And it's Apex to open up. Might have been quiet on the CT side of B, but here on the T side, he's been taking it from NIP time and time again. Knock with his AWP needs something spectacular, but he goes through that smoke and doesn't live to tell the tale. They know that Rez is in CT, but he's landed nothing more than glancing blows here to these players getting in for Vitality. And this map all culminates in a 4-on-3, a retake for NIP, a man down already, and a lengthy rotation from a man like Twist. A lot of time already ticking off of this bomb, and now they try and set up the utility to get them in. Molotov going to head on over. That's to clear out Dark. They actually drop that in, and that forces the repositioning of Masuta. But, well, out into the open he goes, and he nails 2 right at the